Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome into Rover Sports. Just doing a late night film review here for you guys before college football gets started tomorrow. I am incredibly excited for collegiate football, and college ball starts tomorrow, and I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and look at some of what the New York Giants did in this football game. I know that this is from a couple of weeks ago. I want to break down Davis Webb, and I want to break down everything that Davis did in this game. All right, so first play, we get completely stuffed there, so nothing going down. This, I think, Webb had an inconsistent game in the second preseason game. There you see a really nice play by the New York Jets as they stuff the run in the middle of the field there. Everybody's flooded that way, and nothing doing for the Giants. But here we go. This is what I love about D. Webb. This is what I love about Davis. Davis takes the snap, gets back there, good 7-step drop, drives off that back foot, ball is thrown in a place where his receiver can make a play, and that was just so smooth by Davis Webb. And let me also show you why I like this play a lot. So for Davis Webb, good drop back, but watch his release point. High and tight release point, because he's getting pressure there in his face, and he throws this ball to only where his guy could get it. Now, let's see the coverage that the Jets are playing here. Jets have a lot of guys up front. It is strictly a cover. It's a man look, man on the side, and they go after Buster Screen, who's one of the worst cornerbacks that the Jets have. You don't want to go after Claiborne. You don't want to go after Tremaine Johnson. So there you see Wayne Gallman carrying, Wayne continuing to carry, Davis Webb getting it to Gallman. So far I'm loving the drive, continuing to love it as Wayne will go and get to this down. So here's Davis Webb, huge play for the series. And let's just see what goes wrong here. So the Jets here, they're playing man cover 0. So you know the pressure's coming. It's really well protected. This guy's getting held right here. There you see a brutal hold by the New York Giants. And this play just negates every it just kills the entire drive. And I wanted a quick hitter there from Webb. Like, I wanted Davis to take the ball, and I wanted something in here, but there's no routes towards the middle of the field, so that's something that I want Pat to help fix, is I want a little bit of rub routes. On these man coverages, let's get some rub routes. You try to get it right there, but it looks like the defender even holds up there, and the whole play is just a complete shit show. Here's Davis on first down, a little handoff, nothing doing, but we get a little play action. D-Webb with the stick. Watch the throw by Dave Webb, man. I mean, this is why Davis could be awesome. Puts his foot in the ground, lets that sucker go. Tons of velocity behind that football. I mean, I could watch this football all night long from D-Webb. D-Webb letting it go with confidence. One of his best throws of the preseason there. Davis Webb just nailing the curl route. Then instead of trying to go play action, they don't want to do that. They continue to run the ball into the line. 3rd and 1. Giants, of course, can't get it. So the Giants, their line moves it nicely, but then on 3rd and short, when the Jets know it's coming, I mean, you get a lot of, and that's not a good run either, because he's going too much east and west and not enough north and south. So the Jets give you a hands to the face, and this is what I love from the D, man. This is what I love from D. Webb. I mean, even though that throw was an incomplete ball down the left sideline, look at how Davis sees it's cover 2 in the middle. Davis Webb with a decent play fake. He didn't sell it perfectly. He's athletic enough in the pocket. The release point is great. And listen, he just didn't really see the cornerback here. The corner played it absolutely perfectly. He almost ran the route for our guy Raven by himself. So it was just really, really good defense by the New York Jets on that play. Set your feet, Davis. All right. Dangerous, dangerous throw. But I like how Webb just didn't quit on the play. Show some athleticism, getting out of the pocket, stepping up. And the guy's a big physical presence at quarterback. And then this is a big throw right here that I think that the Giants miss, unfortunately. And that's actually a really tough completion because the Giants don't really have a lot of separation. This was the drive that I wanted to see Davis Webb operate out of. 3rd and 10, the Jets here. You have a cornerback that's playing back. You have 2 corners playing back. So let's see if this is zone coverage. We don't know if there's one guy back here. There might be a guy back here. So let's just see how this guy plays. He's kind of, I believe, he is playing a zone coverage, because did you see that last move right there as he kind of hopped towards the sideline? This doesn't look like regular man-to-man coverage. This looks like cover 3. So that means that there's going to be spies in the middle of the field. Everybody's going to be taking their allocated area. Davis Webb kind of staring down his target right here. And he was really staring it down, and it was pretty easy for the cornerback to go ahead and try to make a play on it. But I thought it was bullcrap because he held Russell. I mean, as you watch the ball go here, his hands are all over him. That should have been a penalty. It should have been a penalty. It should have been a hold. So then Bridgewater plays good enough to go to New Orleans for a 3rd-round pick. And then Davis Webb gets back on the dang field. Oh, look at that little play action. I'm going to feed you some soup. That's what that play action was like. Watch the play action by Davis. I'm going to feed you soup today. Or maybe I'm not. It was a little nifty play action. Look at Davis there sliding up so nicely. Look at Dave Webb. Nifty in the pocket. Watch this move by Dave. Love it. Love it. It's just that the left guard got beat, and that's what happens. Or the right guard, I should say. Right guard gets beat, 82. Dave with the handoff, and then Dave's going to hit a bomb. The thing about this throw is that a lot of people thought that this throw was absolutely spectacular, and Davis Webb lofted it up. But the point is if he can throw it about 60, which I'm not sure he could do, if Davis Webb can continue to uncork arm talent and arm velocity, if Davis Webb can throw that football maybe 65, 70 yards down the pike, then that's going to be a touchdown. You know what I mean? The receiver had to wait on the ball, and then he high-pointed it absolutely beautiful. The footwork's getting better, though, and this is a big momentum play for the Giants in this drive. Then we see a great run here, wearing the same number, I believe, as Rashad Jennings. Then let's check out Webb here. Little play action for the D-man. D-man tries to go deep. Kind of a low percentage throw. The Jets read it very well. This play I loved. People in the audience said that this play was a miss. I love this play by Webb. Webb's going up top. Webb's going for points, and I love it. He's taking a risk, steps into this throw, wants to layer the ball over the defenders, and that football, although it's a bit overthrown, it's very close, because the thing that made that throw so difficult was that there was 2 underneath defenders, and we could have seen it better if we were in coach's film. The thing about this throw is that there's 2 underneath defenders, and he needs to layer it absolutely perfectly over top of these guys, because that guy didn't have separation. That guy got separation at the very end, so that was really good coverage by the Jets. It's not like Davis Webb just simply missed on this throw. Okay, it's not like he just missed. It was really good coverage by the Jets, and he broke at the last second, and Webb tried to lead him into the end zone from 30 yards out. And it's an aggressive throw where only your guy could get it. It wasn't the cleanest ball, but it's a ball that I actually like Davis throwing. And then this one was an overthrow. He could have had him. This is one that I wanted Dave to have back. It was a frustrating throw because I want to see Dave drop this ball in the bucket. Here it's cover 2. Davis Webb lofting it to the end zone. Let's see if he gets caught up a little bit or if he continues to run the route. It looks like that receiver kind of quits on the route, if I had to be honest. Let's watch it in full time. The ball looks to be decently thrown. The receiver quit on it because the ball was maybe out of bounds. So that's a throw where Webb in the depth perception just needs to get better. But the thing about Davis Webb is I love the arm talent. I like the guy. I like a guy who takes chances down the field, and that's what Webb's doing versus this coverage. Is the Jets are putting a lot of guys in the box. You know, they're look at them. They have like 8 guys near the box, and that's why Davis Webb here with great protection, he's taking some shots, and they're within inches of being touchdowns. So I will sacrifice incompletions if you are going to scare off a defense. And that's exactly what Davis Webb did in this performance. We can go back. We can look a little bit at Eli Manning's night if we still have time. I'm just trying to do a late night film review with you guys. And I hope you're enjoying some of the content that I am providing to you guys. The reason I haven't done swag or I haven't done some of these other quarterbacks because the 4th preseason game's kind of boring. And swag did okay, but I'm kind of just getting ready for this college football weekend, and I'm gunning up and getting ready for, or I should say gearing up. I'm gearing up for week 1 of the NFL season. Gunning up for the season. Eli's gunning it up right there. The ghost of Brandon Marshall with the drop. Eli in this game looked really, really sharp. I mean, it looked like the mechanics were great. Pat Shurmur said that he wanted Eli to hit 70% completion rate. Eli's throwing with touch, but Eli's also showing, this guy Tajay Sharp, I believe, was very inconsistent. He would drop tons of passes, but then he did have that return for a touchdown. So the thing that I wanted to say about Eli Manning is that Eli Manning, okay? Well, I'm going to tell you something about Eli. Eli Manning still has the arm. Look at this throw by Elias, and this is off, and the Jets here are playing some cover 2, 8 men in the box. Eli Manning, again, he's not even stepping up into a clean pocket. He still hoists that thing 50 yards down the field with a lot of height, letting his guy run underneath the catch. It was a beautiful, beautiful throw, getting him to the 5 where Jonathan Stewart decides that he might not want to play for the Giants anymore because he fumbles the ball right to Gangrene. Sam Darnold with some touch passes. This guy named Terrell Pryor, this quarterback from Ohio State, gets a touchdown. And then later on, well, that was post-tattoo quarterback Terrell Pryor. Look at Eli Manning showing some mobility. Look at Eli Manning, the old Eli Manning. Look at this, a play action. Eli, sharp, daggers. Eli's throwing some daggers. There's some mustard coming out of that football, playing with tons of confidence. We didn't see this Eli Manning playing in the Ben McAdoo system. We did not see this at all. Eli Manning. Look at this footwork. I mean, that's just excellent, excellent footwork. Very balanced off of the play action. The Jets here, let me tell you what the Jets are in because it's such an interesting little coverage that they're employing. The coverage that the New York Jets are in right now, you have 3 guys at the top right here. Okay, so you have 8 men in the box, I believe. How many men are in the box? 4 right here and 4 over here. That's 8 men into a committed box. That's why you do a play action fake. You have the whole middle of the field wide open. Looks like it's cover 0. This thing is hard to run against with all these guys here. If you're going to run the ball right into the middle, it's going to be hard with this layering of linebackers. That's why in this game, the Giants were able to hit on a ton of explosives, because Todd Bowles and the Jets were very aggressive, crowding the line of scrimmage in this third preseason game. So what ends up happening on this play is Eli right here is going to take the snap, and we're going to try to hold one of these guys with a little play action. Let's see if it works. They commit. It's one-on-one. Guy's a little bit late getting back into his coverage, and Eli Manning decides to throw left of the defenders, and it's a big-time play. Again, that's like a cover 1, cover 0 kind of a look. Very inviting the throw. And a great formation and a great call by Pat Shurmur, and Eli is dialed in. And then how about this throw by Eli? Oh, I thought that was going to be a big one to Shep. Eli takes a chance there. I don't mind it. Gets a penalty out of it. Where's the throw to Sheppy? Nice little play action, relax. Nicely done by Eli. Very athletic throw across the body. And then our boy, Tajay Sharp. I think his name's Tajay Sharp. I'm not even sure. I mean, he's got to catch this ball. If he catches it, it's a first down, and we're going and moving the chains. So I'll do one more Eli. I think Eli makes one of the great throws of the preseason right here. Eli Manning the Jets here. Let's go back a tiny bit. I want to see what the Jets are in on this play. Again, it's Buster screen. The Giants are targeting Buster all night. So Eli right here. That's just great. I just lost my train of thought. Just lost exactly where I was on the video. So here we go. This is Eli to Shep. Found it. The reason why this throw is so great is because it gives Sterling an opportunity to make a play. You see the Jets here. How many guys are they bringing? They're bringing maybe those. That looks like 3, maybe 6, 7, 8 guys on the line of scrimmage. Again, it's one-on-one across the board. There's no deep safety. It's cover 0. I would just run a quick little post down the middle of the field. You could possibly get a touchdown. If you don't throw from here, you are crazy. They're daring the old man to throw deep. And throw deep he does. Sterling goes out here and makes a play. And it's just brilliant. Eli Manning looks left, and he knows he has his guy immediately, gets rid of the ball quickly, the hot route, and Sterling Shepard really showing out in this preseason game. So Eli Manning, plenty of really, really good plays by Eli Manning in this game. So hope you guys like the film review. I like that they benched Davis Webb and didn't play him in the 4th and final preseason game, because Davis Webb is now on the roster, and you don't want to risk injury in the 4th preseason game. Nobody gives a crap, and it's not even the most safe environment, because you have guys on special teams and you have guys that are defensive linemen and linebackers. They're just trying to get huge hits on players because they're going 1,000 miles per hour, because they know that they might get cut, and they might take angles, and they might go for big splashy hits, and that is sometimes not the safest game to be a part of. So for the New York Giants, I thought Lauletta last night was up and down. He wasn't as bad as his stats indicated. He was able to hit that guy from, I believe, Syracuse, a good wide receiver. His last name might be Acho. He is showing a lot of promise in preseason. And basically for Webb, I thought that Webb really came back because he had that time when he played the Lions, and he came back from that awful performance against Cleveland. And in the Lions game, he started. He played two good quarters of football, 14 of 20, and protected the ball, made a couple of big throws. And in this game, you see the arm talent. You see how the game's slowing down a little bit for Davis. You see how he's protected. And he threw some accurate balls. Now, there were some that he was very close on being accurate. And if one of those bucket throws would have dropped for Davis Webb on the last possession, he would have had a clutch touchdown. So basically, Webb is a friend of Eli Manning. Webb is a guy that is very trustworthy in the film room, as in Kyle Lauletta. And I'm more excited to continue to see Webb next preseason. So I thought it was a great preseason from Webb. It's time for Eli's show. And with that, this might just be our last film review for the preseason. I hope you guys enjoyed this series, because we are going to take this party right on up to the regular season. We got Giants, Jaguars. We got film reviews upon film reviews upon film reviews. It is going to be a magical week 1 in the NFL season. We're going to do Denver Broncos. And of course, last but not least, we are, of course, going to do Jimmy Garoppolo. And we are going to do Jimmy and the San Francisco 49ers. Thank you guys for listening to the show.